When we were looking for an RV, we had no idea. I had no idea about all the different manufacturers out there. And we knew we wanted to get one. At some point, we wanted to go full time. So we went to our dealership, which was literally like 2 miles down the road. We just started looking around, and I didn't know one from the other. And we looked at a few, and we saw the 385 on the lot, which is what we have here. And we knew as soon as we saw it, because it's got the living room separate from the kitchen, separate from the bedroom, that was the one for us. And so that is why we chose the 385 FL more than the Alliance. But of course, now we've grown to love Alliance, so we're pretty happy that we did.
Yeah, actually, I had driven every kind of vehicle, towed a travel trailer, driven a Class A. So I was a little apprehensive with a fifth wheel. But first time we hooked her up, and a few miles down the road, I knew the truck had control of it, and it towed really well. And then we were camped near the dealer for a few weeks, and on our first road trip, we just really had a great time. The room was wonderful, and having all the amenities on it, just really enjoyed that trip. It was a large family celebration. Had a fun time.
Two bathrooms.
More important than I originally thought.
Yeah, and the garage back here, because it's got, the pull-out tray, and we have lots of storage. So that has been a very good feature. I never have.
I owned a large bunkhouse travel trailer, and one of the main differences was just the delivery of the unit. There was a small problem with the floor in the other unit, with the flooring, and it took 6 to 8 months to get the dealer and the manufacturer to figure out how to fix that. And with this unit, we've had a couple minor issues, but there's never a problem getting it addressed. And other than that, the other unit felt like a very inexpensive travel trailer. This does not feel inexpensive. It's a luxurious fifth wheel.
And this is loan, so I never owned one, but I rode in his when we first started dating, and it was 32 feet, I think it was, and this one's almost 42. So 10 foot makes a lot of difference. So it's been great. We absolutely love it.
Well, there is a nationwide list of people that are ready to help out. Soon after we purchased this, I had some medical issues, and there was somebody nearby who reached out and offered to help Kimberly make sure that she had propane tanks changed or whatever needed to get done, and that just exemplifies the community.
I remember on our first trip too, we had stayed somewhere overnight before we got to Nevada where we were going. And as we were pulling out the very next day, the bedroom slide stuck. And this was Sunday at like 11. And Len called. Who was it you called?
Bill Martin.
Was it Bill?
Mm-hmm.
And he answered. He walked us through what to do, and we got it fixed, and we were on our way. So the ability and the willingness to help has been far, and we've heard so many different stories from different people that had different dealers and manufacturers, and I would say Alliance has been 100% on board trying to take care of people, and that's, I think, what I've noticed is the difference in all the other manufacturers.
Think about how you're going to use the RV. What are your main purposes? Think through the floor plans and what really works for you. And then carefully select your dealers. There are a lot of great dealers out there. Not every one of them is great, just like any industry or anything. Know your purchase experience and watch the Facebook pages and get to know some of the Alliance community. They'll answer your questions.
One thing I'll say is in our RV, I think this is the only model that I have seen that has a closet where we put our washer and dryer. Other than the Valor, you could put it in the garage. But that was a big thing for us, which I didn't know until as we were getting ready to take delivery on the way out from Indiana there was an incident where our rig had to come back. So we had a loaner for 2 weeks, and I had to go to the laundromat for the first time in like 4 decades. And I was like looking for the coin, where does the coins go? And I found out it's all, card-based these days. So think about that, if you really want a washer and dryer, if that's important to you, think about that, because most of the places they're in the closets, and I really like, ours is too, but it's the stackable ones rather than this one that are side by side. And for us, we didn't mind giving up that closet space to have a washer and dryer, because I can do laundry and watch TV at the same time. I don't have to go to the laundromat, so that was a big plus. They're very responsive, and they care for their people, and that shows in everything that they do.
And one of the reasons I started looking at Alliance initially when we first went to the dealership is at the time, there was a lot of promotion and discussion about 100 customer-driven features. And as a previous RV owner and as somebody who grew up around RVs, I saw many of those things were really game changers as far as owning an RV. And the fact that the company was trying to develop an RV focused on the customer needs, not what they wanted to sell, steered me to start to look at Alliance, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, it's evident they care about the customer more than the bottom line is always important, but that can't be the only reason you're in business. And it's obvious that Alliance cares about the people that are in the Alliance coaches. So it's been great. This is only 3 years old, and we're already starting to think about the next one. It's funny, when we got it, I think we had the option that we could put the toilet on this side because our bathroom's back here, and we could have put it on this side or kept it where it was. And we said, oh, let's keep it where it was. You don't know what you don't know. And of course, now, 3 years later, we wish it was on the other side, because it just gives you a little bit more privacy, because I could be standing in the kitchen cutting up vegetables while he's going to the bathroom. And not that he can't shut the door, but how it is now facing the other wall, it gives you more cabinet and counter space. So, but there's no such thing as a perfect RV. If it was, it would exist, but there's always going to be something that you don't care for. Like, as I've gotten older, I don't really care for the steps, but it's something you tolerate because we love the floor plan. So, but we love it. It's been great. And we love the family.